I stopped doing reviews for a while because my anxiety gets really bad after posting a review, because I know that it's going to be like a decisive thing and some people are going to agree with me, some people aren't.
Through the EA Creator Network, they very kindly offered me a very short early access to The Sims 4 Werewolves. I will give a disclaimer at the start. I'm sorry if I sound rubbish. Basically, I'm on a holiday right now and I couldn't even get Wi-Fi in the place where I was staying, so I had to book a hotel room just so I could get Wi-Fi. Honestly, out of my control, and I am so sorry for that.
Game changers are our little window into how Sims work behind the scenes. It's not 100% accurate, since they are not employees or anything like that, but it is a glimpse into what it's like to be involved with EA, in a way. I would just like to say that I'm pretty sure that all game changers really do appreciate the opportunities EA gives them. Sometimes our community gets a bit carried away and goes for the throat. So I would just like to make it clear that it is a good thing when EA gives opportunities. At least that's my opinion. Now, Game Changer's job is supposed to be to help a company, in this case EA, to improve their product. So let's just first start from the very first issue, and that is, do game changers get paid? No, game changers do not get paid. I couldn't find literally anything about getting paid, you guys. They're mainly supposed to simply provide feedback about the product. Now, aside from them being like product testers, pretty much, game changers might also get, different opportunities, such as participating in different challenges like sparked challenges, if you guys remember that. Now, some people might see that as a form of payment, the opportunities, but I don't necessarily agree with that. I do understand it, why you would think that, but in theory I really don't have any problem with that, because I do think it's a good thing for EA to give simmers opportunities. If anything will bother me in this particular part, it would be that they should do their own game testing and not rely on game changers to do that for them. In my opinion, game changers should do reviews and not quality game testing. This brings me to deadlines. Now, deadlines are what's messing me up here. Like, I can't deal with deadlines that EA has. Sometimes it makes me wonder if the reviews for My Wedding Stories game pack were so bad, from game changers, because the pack got pushed back and therefore game changers had more time to play with it and figure out, bugs. 3 or 4 days is usually what they get to review a pack, and that is definitely not enough to review a whole pack. I mean, think about it. You have to play through it. You have to figure out what's good about the pack, what's not good about the pack, and you have to turn it all into a comprehensible video in 3 days. Come on, when? Get that quality management, because I feel like the pressure on game changers can be enormous during a week when the pack comes out. They can't catch all bugs, and after all, I don't think it's their job to let EA know, hey, this whole wedding ceremony is broken. No, it shouldn't be like that. They should come out and say things like, oh, I wish there was more options for, say, a bachelor party or something like that. Not that the whole pack doesn't work, because at that point we're not talking about a review, we're talking about a quality testing of a game, which is an actual job, and that is kind of messed up in my opinion. Like I had said, crunches for me are the worst. It is absolutely impossible to do all that work in a span of 3 days, and I truly do admire anyone who can do that. When I was researching this whole topic, I had learned that majority of people that had left Creator Network, or game changers, are the people that had issues with crunches. I had also learned that a lot of smaller channels have left EA Creator Network because they were on this crunch and they really tried really hard as small creators, and I can kind of understand trying, as a smaller creator and then like you don't get as much views or something like that. Like I get that. It sounds kind of normal to me as a smaller creator. However, the issue here is that with the whole crunch thing, you're expected to do all this work and you do it and it literally doesn't matter. And you did it for someone else, you know, you didn't even do it for yourself. Like if it's your own idea of a video with time and space to do it. Plus, you know, as a smaller creator, there is always like this pressure where you want to deliver and that amounts to nothing. This can really break people's spirits, I feel like. And it's all over something that it's supposed to like bring you joy, happiness. And I feel like a lot of people don't necessarily understand that because we're talking about the Sims game. So yeah, I have seen a lot of smaller creators quit the program over stuff like that. Again, I feel like this is also in general, this habitats, you know, our community's environment issue, which kind of leads me to the next point, and that is toxicity. Toxicity in this community is very real, and like if you're not someone who is involved in the Sims community, you might perceive this as like a fun little sparkly game. But man, if you spend a week in the Sims community, it's like you've been on like the Real Housewives or something like that. You don't even know what's your opinion anymore. You don't know what's right, what's wrong, who even are you?
Celestial degree, which is for the tried and trues. Then you have an exception for those that can't make it all the way. That's the terrestrial. That's like your Lisa Barlows, your, you know, people that just weren't valiant in their faith. And then you have the telestial, which is your serial killers, borderline murderers, pretty much awful people. And then you have outer darkness, who are people like me that have accepted the gospel, been married in the temple, made all the covenants, and then chosen to walk away.
Yeah, strangely, toxicity is very real in the Sims community, and if you are a game changer, I can imagine it being a lot worse. It's one of those things where you're damned if you do it, and you're damned if you don't. It's like if you say that you like the pact, you're fucked, because it kind of comes off as if EA told you to do it. And then if you say that you don't like the pact, you're fucked, because why is everyone so negative in this community? It's like you can never win. And I don't think it's their job to win. Their job is really to provide a review, you know, as objectively as possibly, while maybe, you know, stating their personal opinion here and there, with letting you know that these specific things are just their opinions. At the end of the day, to me, Creator Network sounds amazing. Except that when you look a bit deeper into all of it, it kind of feels like a simple advertising technique, isn't it? No matter if good or bad, marketing is marketing. Am I not right? Sims is also not the only game with this feature. There are other games that have game changers, and I can assure you, when I was researching all of this, is that they have exactly the same issues and they have the same discussions. Yeah, I just felt like I wanted to bring that topic because I have been watching a lot of these reviews from, you know, different game changer, and it's just people want to take breaks. People are recording their videos on vacation. They're apologizing for that. They're apologizing for the quality of their video. You know, you have people putting up disclaimers that they're not getting paid by EA, and it just feels, to me, it feels defensive, and it makes me sad that people feel like they need to be defensive. You know, people claim that they pushed themselves into a burnout, and I feel bad. I'm not sure if any of you also caught this. Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. But it did make me feel a bit better when I saw another comment that said that this person feels like EA should give game changers a bit more time to do their reviews, because it's not possible to do it in 3 days. To do a proper job, no matter who you are, it is impossible to do it. If you guys liked this video, please make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of my videos, I'll put the playlist down in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, you have no idea how much it means to me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I will see you in my next video.